35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius.
Discussions about a potential fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford continue to ignite debates across.
I just want the opportunity, to fight the best fighter in my generation. That's
Fans, analysts, and fighters alike are fueling the growing anticipation with their strong opinions. While Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford come from different weight classes, the prospect of them facing off in the ring is gaining significant attention, especially as both are searching for opponents in spring 2025.
Fight in the game.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, like when you're looking at Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, this is the next thing.
Canelo Alvarez last fought in September, successfully defending his WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles with a victory over Edgar Banga. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford fought a month earlier, moving up to the 154-pound division and defeating Israel Madrimov to claim the WBA super welterweight title.
Is able to bridge the gap in those three weight classes. It's a tall order. It's a tough task, I would think, for Terence. But at the same time, I would back him. I think that his skill level is up there with the greatest. I've never seen anybody that has everything: good speed, power, timing, can switch the way he switches.
I believe his skill level is capable of bridging the gap across those three weight classes. The taller opponent is certainly a tough challenge for Terence Crawford, but at the same time, I have faith in him. His skill set is on par with the greatest. I've never seen anyone with such a complete package: exceptional speed, power, timing, and the ability to switch seamlessly.
Crawford beats Canelo.
Crawford beats anybody he steps in the ring with. Anybody. He don't go. No one beats him. No one beats Terence.
For Crawford to face Canelo, he would need to gain another 14 pounds to compete at super middleweight. Many believe that extra weight could be Crawford's downfall, as the size difference might be too significant. However, not everyone shares that view. Tim Bradley, a two-time world champion and current boxing analyst, has made waves with his bold prediction. On his YouTube channel, Bradley didn't hold back, claiming that Crawford is going to defeat Canelo Alvarez decisively. "I'm telling you right now, he's about to dominate Canelo Alvarez," Bradley stated. His fiery remarks have stirred debate among fans. Can Crawford truly overpower someone like Canelo, who has long dominated the super middleweight division?
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money...
Crawford is no stranger to making history, having already achieved undisputed status at super lightweight and welterweight. Beating Canelo would elevate him to a whole new level, but Canelo remains unfazed. In fact, he's made it clear that he doesn't view Crawford as a serious threat. In an interview with Sway's Universe, Canelo confidently stated, "Weight classes exist for a reason." He added, "Don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money." Canelo continued, "If the money's right, I'm in. I don't like fighting guys like Crawford. He moves a lot, and the fight isn't that exciting. But I saw in his last fight that he doesn't move that much anymore. So if the money's right, I'm in right now."
He's the man to be right now. He's on top of the world, and he has every right to be with the performance against Earl Spence. And I feel that he should be in line to fight Canelo, even though he's obviously smaller in division.
Canelo's statement has left some fans wondering if he views this potential fight as just another payday rather than a legitimate challenge. Critics argue that dismissing Crawford's skill in this way could be an underestimation of the fighter's capabilities. Crawford supporters highlight his unparalleled boxing IQ and adaptability in the ring, but the concerns about whether Crawford can handle Canelo's power remain valid. Alexis Rocha, a welterweight contender who has faced both fighters, shared his perspective with ES News. "There are weight classes for a reason. Canelo is a lot bigger. Crawford has good size, and he has that reach and boxing IQ, which is the most important thing in the sport."
It's where I see Canelo vulnerable, and it's crazy because in his last fight you saw, what's his name, Ryder? Yeah. Ryder explored it, and it worked. It was the uppercut.
Despite his praise for Crawford, Rocha leans slightly toward Canelo, stating, "I think Crawford would hold his own very well in that fight, but I would lean more toward Canelo because he's more experienced and has faced bigger fights." However, Bradley isn't convinced by that argument. He firmly believes Crawford's sharpness and skill set are more than enough to defeat Canelo. Canelo's been fighting guys who stand right in front of him, Bradley argued. Crawford won't do that. He's going to move, he's going to counter, and he's going to make Canelo look slow. Mark my words.
Crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that.
This fight isn't just about skill. It's about size, power, and strategy. Canelo's camp argues that Crawford's recent performance against Israel Madrimov didn't show the kind of dominance needed to face a fighter of Canelo's caliber. They believe Crawford might struggle to bring the same explosiveness up to 168 Ulbs. However, Crawford remains confident, despite admitting that the size difference is a concern. He believes his skill and preparation will be enough to overcome the challenge. Crawford has been vocal about wanting to test himself against the best, and he sees Canelo as the ultimate test. Negotiations for this fight have not been easy, with reports suggesting that Canelo is demanding a massive payday, while Crawford's team is working to ensure the fight retains its competitive integrity.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing, fight hype. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do you think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million? I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
Discussions about a potential fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford continue to ignite debates across various... See Alip 1. Fans, analysts, and fighters alike are fueling the growing anticipation with their strong opinions. While Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford come from different weight classes, the prospect of them facing off in the ring is gaining significant attention, especially as both are searching for opponents in spring 2025.
Asking for Canelo. Easy win. He'll beat Canelo. Easy win. Easy win. Masterclass. Same thing. You think he could potentially just? Same thing. Same ending. Same thing. Trust me. Wow. Trust me.
Canelo Alvarez last fought in September, successfully defending his WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight titles with a victory over Edgar Banga. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford fought a month earlier, moving up to the 154-pound division and defeating Israel Madrimov to claim the WBA super welterweight title.
It is done. What a trash-ass fight. What a garbage-ass fight, bruh. It's a one-sided fight. Meaning, it's an all-win, nothing to lose for Terence Crawford, and it's an all-lose, nothing to win for Canelo Alvarez.
I think that's weird, you know, because you'd have to gain, like, what, 20 pounds? Yeah. But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know, catch weight. You can do something at a catch weight.
What would you think?
Right, like 160.
Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter.